green says a rating about 4 months. They will create me boka, send a bit of Ghana for me to this car for fear. I didn't mean no mechanic said because I think it was probably rate and some very seldom, not very often, very seldom, it be a small pending issues being done, which we aggressively working. Come out to work on Comedia dance. Malta has to go to Ghana, I think, at least once or twice a month from the UK. Or call, we need to prefer other partners and be we'll solve the issue. We don't want to be, our focus is not to solve just today's problem. Our focus is to think about today's problem and attack it now. I'm saying I'm walking. So just in Tibua, and no matter, we force there are features that we haven't done well. And I mean, I'll fully take ownership of that. Maybe I said this kind of corner check. We didn't do a good job on it. We find a way to rectify it. We are in the process of building a really solid product. We've done really well, but we haven't fully gotten there yet. And I'm confident we will, based on the team that we have.
Thank you. And I think that this is very one of the honest answers we've gotten for management and also leadership of any entity. Or just straightforward about it, because you can be diplomatic about it. The customers are they know what goes in and out, and trust. And that's the thing I've seen with TapTap. So the trust that is built within the customer's orientation, and also with the staff itself. That is why people still stick with it and hope say all I'm hearing was security, because even though and I said, yeah, it might be a hold up with it, but it's better say a back to be bomb account. Now, if you part of crap, the was after crap was a crack. And the security is everything that we're looking for. And I'm glad to say that is one of the biggest things that we can also look into from this aspect. Now,
PK, I want to make a clear distinction. Patrick PK and chill, we have a very small percentage. They want not call. About 97 to 90% of transactions go through. But saying as TapTap, we don't look at people as data sets only, right? It doesn't matter what the purpose is for. We haven't done a great job, right? Into a very slim. The numbers is your crowd, but you won't pass numbers. We into BBR, but it's a very slim amount of people that experience that, which we're aggressively working. I wanted to correct that.
Okay. That's a question in the baby brain there, because all right. Is there anybody else that's part of your staff that you would like to put on the spot? Maybe we can ask 1 or 2 questions from.
Absolutely. First of all, anybody from my staff is ready. Actually, they're more ready than I am. They prepared me to be here.
Okay.
From Nana Kwame, Kofi, A-Class, Daniel, anybody's ready. Anybody for any question, I'll be fine. And our question if I don't answer it, the team is here to help.
Okay. And these guys are all guys from different departments, so at least
absolutely.
Let me able to handle. Yeah, go ahead, boss.
Let me introduce them. So first of all, thank them for joining, because Adias are Europe. People should be asleep. And my team, does not work Monday through Friday. They work Monday through Monday. Because weekends, to go work, do job in the community, and also do their Monday to Friday work as well. And first of all, I commend them significantly. Into Ghana is one of the strongest strongest corridors in the country, in the company. Like I said, I think first of all, I'm going to start with Nana Kwame, because this is the time where TapTap said in the US. So I think it's only right. Nana Kwame, please, you can introduce yourself first.
Nana Kwame, you're top one above. Chidekwan Yanko.
Yo, Adafonom, Yamamunyana, Ajo, and then you pray, said, "Why join here? Our time with TapTap and USA. A program be any more check, but finally, I don't get me everything I see and then. A Jumedia, a barber soon said, a more app usage, a TapTap send, a very smooth at the amount. I bring some more any issue be with your app. There's a place you make sure say a bit me up well. I resolve the issue. So I need there and then we will take it up and make sure say within the week now a bit me I resolve the PPR at the amount. Meeting and then Nana Kwame. I'm with the Growth Team UK. Thank you.
Before he goes, he's also the maiden host of Time with TapTap saying, started fee UK, don't know. And to do we trust up a to Honoma and there, USA and Canada for so you be a namso don't know. If you say, your ODA children don't know, it's your D kind of and Nancy. I don't know how to call Nigeria for FPG was say follow who no road. It's a boss. Yeah, that's a say. We trust up and the Yenina Yediso Kaba.
Nice one.
Because Bonu Mapa. Director, who's next?
Thank you so much, and I'll comment. Thank you so much. Pacho, next in the day, there's only one Daniel Don, Pacho Koso.
I wish for a church at Munina. Mediana means someone also get to Abby. Your friend Daniel. I think say we are all here to help and make this a better place to be. A big family. America for the same Mobusi and Anderson. So we are all here to just build a big family. So anybody that finds himself here is part of the family. From a corner, you just send the link to your friends, your brothers, everybody, and then let's spread the good news about TapTap. Yeah, so that is why we are all here. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Daniel. Pacho, I want to add, Daniel's based in, Daniel handles all our Italy efforts. Italy now a problem. Yeah, I mean, it's obviously still late in Italy, but Daniel's been doing a great job with the Italian market. For instance, who UK into. I think next person, PK is where there's only one A class. A class, Pacho, please take it away. There he is.
Reason for a moment and Adro, baby, will be and welcome you all to this media show. The bet master one and say, Mama just my invite Afro Fraba or how only be near. Just come and express the goodness or any experience we will be. We are also here to help based in UK. Thank you very much. Your humble servants, A class.
Thank you so much, A class. A class is with UK. And A class is one of the early people who joined the team. And I've been in that they've driven most of our presence in the UK into A class. I mean, as the name states, it's A class, right? Next person out there, PK, the back on the hall. Any a Kofi Frimpong.
Kofi Frimpong.
Oh, we're Germany. If you're talking, I'll be probably on mute. Okay. Wasn't Kofi's not available. About let's see who else on the team. Abacho, I think that's everybody we have on the team here. And Abacho, please, we can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just Teresa's working late. I know A class my boy.
Pachani. I think we've got Uncle James and Oba on the call.
Absolutely.
But so I'm about to make a almost video my just for production purposes. Almost video on my unless they're driving. But it's also when I call. Oh, the director detail. So nobody now
Absolutely. Pacho America, and some of the growth we've also had and it came from the likes of obviously PK, Oba, Lady Smart, Uncle Jimmy, of course. Pacho will be idea. It's not because your efforts doesn't matter, but we can't. I'm talking about the ambassadors. And I'll start with Oba. Oba, if you don't mind.
Hello, good evening, everyone. It's an honor and a pleasure to be here and to actually see this platform finally. We thank all the UK and Europe for joining us and giving us their support as well. Indeed, we're all going to need your support, and we thank you so much for joining us on this first episode. And just like we're hoping this will enlighten and motivate our customers here in the US. We are doing our very best. This is the platform where if you need your answers to any questions that you may have, Time with TapTap Send is the platform for you right now. So please, if you are tuning in, we encourage you all to tag everybody, share it, let them know that A Time with TapTap Send is here and we are here to stay. in the US and Canada. I thank you all so much. And PK, well done. You are doing a fantastic job hosting tonight. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Oba. Uncle Jimmy, if you're available, please, you're next.
Okay, we have formed it. Finally, the dampen informers, Papa said, everywhere you come out, TapTap USA, time with TapTap US and Canada, Abaso. Dampen for Nana Pame, A class, no more you come joining you now. And I shall say, I'm saying, no, college, but you better try next time, you better try any pan of bank account. Yeah, Mobi Bia Papa. If in next week, on the basis of numbers, a bit my increase. Some say TapTap doing when ye and one echo. You are always the best, secured, and fast. They cried up and say, would add another card, the debit card, be the count one. There's possibility of it media. Any rate and say this time very better than before. Just some amount for Mumway. Yes, you are community based. One way should be I was to bet my phobia. Yes, you have any up one. Muntinia Waha, Tiadamasi. Namenko Bibia.
Thank you so much, Uncle Jimmy. Patch Lady Smart or Hard, if you're on the call, please. Lady Smart. Okay, maybe a Lady Smart in your time and joining.
Chief, Pastor or Kassan, but beauty.
Oh, okay.
Hello, good evening, everyone. I'm here to I'm back having for any question be obi a obi ano. Obetumi aba so be nyina asese again. Yetumi di aboy be nyame akefa. And make sure say be bo hu zero for next time no. Obi a betumi aba na obi a question. Obi a mu obi a obetumi so double amagile day. Akosomo. Etumi akoso. Because so why adie. Obi e koto kama. Yeah, welcome. Yeah, welcome you. All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lady Smart. I think PK, and I would take the opportunity to thank PK himself, because PK has been a great advocate for us, along with Abba and the Lady Smart, in pushing, making inroads in the US. We're not even, we haven't scratched the surface. Say issues we still keep pushing into PK. Like, obviously, thank you for your contributions, but if you could take this opportunity to also introduce yourself as being an ambassador for the company.
All right, Bushia for your friend me PK for your so it was one day and a class I started so the TapTap said I done any hymn, better hymn, one hymn, two hymn, three. So I said Methodist SDA hymn no. Then it gets to a point whereby it becomes a household music in your ear, and you just want to listen and just turn a good ear to it and see how best you can be a part of it. Agrago, yeah, start here, almost a year and a half again. I mean, it's even if not more than that. Things are being going the way it is, though. And I want to say, starting from the time of Nanad Adomako, Director Malto, A class, in fire better ne akwankyerɛ how to help put this great piece into place ama yɛ mu bi yɛnim deɛ na ebia na mɛka sɛ na esua ɛwɔ adwuma yi mu no abɛ kɛseɛ paa, and every day in day out we keep studying and learning from the customers, because customer bit busa question bi yɛn bɛhyɛ wo, and if you don't know, you have to get yourself equipped to know. It's because of that, and always be, and you want to stay 2 steps ahead to answer all those questions before so the customers comes with it. The customers also say, also work how be na ya quadre ewo TapTap send emuno any other circumstances surrounding it, to Director Nelson, Director David, but the 4 pillars, majinama USA, USA, no no. So now all kind of A class kind, no no. Uncle Jimmy, Oba, Lady Smart, I'm sure when you know any Mapa Mubusu AD. I believe sir, this is a healthy and a friendly zone. And to know BB or baby will be I don't know. You should feel at home. With that being said, Director, that segue into my next question. How does one become an ambassador of TapTap?
Oh, great question. To say, and PK and Oba, to say, how does one become an ambassador of TapTap? There's a lot of opportunities. They say, you're busy and ding. When they need to start to buy, because there's a lot of ground that we haven't covered. And for you to be, if you want to be an ambassador with TapTap, I sent out a form. Me send a form echo. I think our entire user base for the last 3 months. Because I'm nipa 30,000 behold, and I've gotten a lot of responses to say, and if you want to be the ambassador, the first thing I would say is that, but your state, I want, if you're Ohio, please reach out to PK, or the Boston area, reach out to Oba, or the DM, or Virginia area, or reach out to Uncle Jimmy. But Uncle Jimmy, come to me to contact that two group, or be episode or join the BR and visa. But maybe a form, I'm a bit too. HMS and the Akon perform more, so we'll collect the emails to PK, we'll send an email out. I'll percent join it because they say, Uncle Jimmy can't raise now what they happen. 2, 7, Obia is here Ghana bet said it was okay Ghana before that say Christmas Kakano, but I see Alco Ghana. I will be so a lot of people, second generation Ghanaians are building project back up. In the Ghana pa, Ghana the also pa. It's just a as he make sure say, yeah, pushing for honey and down for honey. Go for come this Ghana, can you mean that for? We should do our best to help them and give them the best service possible. And yes, every software they have issues. That's not a problem. The biggest solution about a problem is that you have a good customer service on between our block. And I think the team that we have here has done a great job, even though we have a lot of work to go. We'll be more than happy to assist you as you go. Mr. Lady Smart has put a number in the group chat. And other people put a number in the group chat. Do you have any questions you want to be an ambassador? Or to reach out to these individuals, we'll find a way to find out. I don't know if that answers your question, TK.
It does, surely does, because that's what people would love to know. And that's to say, Ode Atuja Amaye. Sorry, Director, if I may, proceeding to an opposite be a Q&A and answer, I was surprised now. They're surprised every day, maybe
after this.
All right. Into the Bishop for say question for be will hold your ma, Mr. Mo. Yanko ready questions they be now for the into the okay. Madam Comfort's question on a Busama is another producer the mammy and Busama is I don't know. If there should be any more questions, please put it out here and we'll be glad enough to just answer all those questions for you.
But you Madam Comfort to a state there.
Massachusetts.
Oh, but you a major number to see. But you major for a number mark or bar and PK and I send a direct message. Now, about near said, what are the benefits of being an ambassador? Absolutely, Oba, thank you so much. It's about your Elizabeth, about your where are you?
All right, I get it.
Okay, perfect. It's about your what kind of states now, what region you are, not about your you connect to, or you can just connect to anybody, they'll be more than happy to help you. Or more, they've done it for a while, they understand what's needed, the resource that takes for you to be successful. Uncle Jimmy, thank you so much. Washington, DMV area, that's it. Mass, obviously, Oba, Midwest, Ohio, obviously PK, NT. Let me answer this. What are some of the benefits of becoming an ambassador? Well, you can make money if there's an opportunity to make money if depending on the people you bring on board. If we go into details, we need to go on the account. Obviously, Oba, PK, and I'll be more than happy to go into very granular details. But I think it would be better to tell the story as to why it would be great to join the TapTap family.
Very good. Director, so at this point on, I think we can allow awesome senders and I said their customers aboard platform so ask some questions. Then after that we can go ahead and go into the our surprise.
Absolutely. Patricia Cicero, I said I became. If you have any questions, please raise your hand. We'll get to you. I'll get to you first come first serve. But it's a question be out there. Say what is happy. We just want to learn, want to better the show every single time. But so a question be out, Patricia, please. What's up? Why?
And whilst they're thinking about a question, and we can probably take a quick commercial break. And once we come back from that, we don't know if you got any thoughts for the questions. Please feel free. There is no wrong or right question. No certain as question where the answer be Patrick Busa. Because for all you know, no question of Busa Krano may bring it out onto TapTap Send, not just the platform or the app itself, but TapTap Send boost your code into the for questions in there. Into the TapTap Send is a family-based orientation as an institutional because yeah, I don't need a building call. And I believe said the IT department, customer service department, management itself, and I also ambassadors, champions, influencers, everybody that holds the embodiment of TapTap said, the media part of it, will all take everything into consideration. So please feel free. This is a no judgment zone. Nobody's judging nobody. All your opinions are very, very important and it matters. So please don't take them home. I always feel that the most expensive opinion, and a yembusa coffee. It's please pour it out here. Let's just make it happen. So we're gonna go for a quick commercial break. Then after that, we'll come back with the questions.
Thanks so much.
On the first screen, you will see a section titled Verification Needed. You'll need to repeat the same process for the back of your document. Place it within the frame and tap on the circle icon to snap the picture. Great job! Now, we need to compare your face to the picture on your ID. Tap on the green Take a Selfie button to make sure your face is within the oval drawn on the screen. Please remove your glasses and face forward with clearly visible eyes. When you are ready, tap on the circle icon to take a picture. If you're happy with the result, tap on the Upload Photo button. If not, you can retake the picture.
All right, Ebushafo Yadamase. It is Sabre, let's just say Obi Biara, why you ready Bia with the question of Mr. Fabra. Now, Senate Director Kind, and you will people from different departments and ready to answer your questions. If you have question about TapTap's time with TapTap Send, USA, Canada, the crap out, still please, bring it up. Yadamase. Mike Jessica Sama, that's it. Mike, me patch me about before I bet to us no. Into what person kasa next no for our reaction button is so. Into Mike we are number from accordingly. Why? Me that was say. Mike kasa.
You opening me down sepa na eduma pa mo ye.
Na me sure that was so.
Yeah, my experience keep to na me pese me nya kwankyere kakra ho. Na every say December me call Ghana na me say me be account with Ghana Commercial Bank. Into me one local currency, and I be another foreign currency in dollars. And me buy and I try to say me this kind of thing. It could go to 2 accounts. Now, see the account there without any issues. But dollar account there, scanner. I've been trying my email. It'll be just about 5 months in your January up to now. The solution there to say Sikano or Hefa, someone the Bama Parko, Sakoti Hinfa, Sakanyo, up to now. Minya one country. Now, my person say, said the name of Colonel, so it means send this can call dollar account more Ghana. Am I right?
That is correct. Pacho, at this time, no, you cannot send dollars to your dollar account to Ghana. That is true. But what's more important, Pacho, this happened in December, you still haven't gotten any response from our customer care team. Pacho, sign up, Pacho.
Oh, it took a longer time now. One and that and I said, I learned Rebecca, so I'm going to they are waiting for a response from somebody over there. But it took too long a time for somebody to reach out to me. Like, it was, I felt it wasn't good for a business.
Absolutely.
Because it wasn't any big money. It was $75, but they won't just done now.
So,
more receipts, more video. It wasn't a bank account. The bank account now for what they come out one and maybe I don't know who that person is, but up to now they are waiting for information to somebody where the money is. I don't know.
Mike, Pacho, what state, man?
We're Rhode Island.
Okay, about Like Pacho, may send no direct message because this rarely happens because we don't send USD to USD account Ghana, which is because and I can even go a bit deeper, right? So who's a TapTap being charging fees? But just on that, man.
I don't know, but I'm some started ourselves. But compared to the bit Serbia, Western Union, I'm sure said this is the amount you are paying. TapTap send, I don't know anything about that. No one is even in Serbia. There's no charges or whatever.
No, we don't charge you a fee because it's Mike, I guess I'm going to show you how we make money, right? Yeah. And charge a fee, right? It's the end say we call CDA there. One is to 11.45, right?
Yeah.
Let me tell my be at 1 is to 11.40, right?
Yeah.
Those like 5. We are talking about basis points, which is very thin margins, which is. That's how we make money. Now, I think we should do a better job explaining what's it. I don't know. You don't know people who use the app. You don't this kind of call. They put cities or they put the city account, right? And I think majority of people know say, India, what they call, you can't send it to USD. But what I really want to get into is like I want to see here because into a sound count I just want to be very clear, right?
Yeah,
okay, no worries at all. You know, because I'm opening your account, and maybe send a direct message, and then maybe I would like to go deep because I can't speak on something I haven't fully gone into. But just automatically. Okay, chat to them. I'm sending you a direct message. Shoot me an email. Here's the thing. TapTap cannot take your money. Which is realize if now according could do if I see that the money gets delivered or gets sent back to you. Maybe it could be MTN December. We have to investigate with MTN now by near but we don't have the capacity to hold your money. But just about but Metias said when you discuss with TapTap when this is what happened. So obviously it's on us. I'm sending a direct message to look into it. I don't this can easily be resolved. And yet to be as to my track. But your mic. Before I apologize and let's try to resolve it. Right. To my send a message. I need your name and number. I have your name too. The telephone number you registered. Let's look into it. Right.
All right. Okay, but that's a problem.
Thank you so much, Mike.
All right.
Uncle Sam, about your whole question about your meeting.
Right. Wait there. Thank you guys for Ejuma boy. Can you hear me?
That's okay.
Great. Mobile and about the competition kakraba market, you know. Media na me paper ewo. Oh yeah, mo rate no. Sometimes over send there what do when you part out of when say let them come out. Oh no chat. But in your encounter with more recently and I felt young business amaba Mubojuma with that experience, you know, and create a good image for the company. Even though it is over, I talked to you guys about it. I made my point clear, but yeah, they are not queen. na ehaji. My brother was very sick. He was admitted at Kolebu. They needed some money to operate on him. So by Sunday, and I think it was Sunday and about 3 a.m. I say, on hold kakra. Yeah, Monday, my friend, yes, so say encore 24 hours. The very versus cannon. Economy can send from one cancel at the end of Grammy. Almost so intimate cancel, we have to na miss okay. Intimate train Monday travel, Tuesday travel, Wednesday travel, the money was still pending. At the end of the day, no, I lost my brother. But men can't say due to that incident, ABS cannot crack no more pretty and Kobe. But incident like this, no, me free say disheartening. Say impo beginning up reversal way no enquire. Just let us know. Cancel it night scan back to tell me so policy is 24 hours. And deliver over refunded. Not almost a week, you know. I think say it's not the best thing to do. Until next time they say some bit me put the policy be in place. I say at the end of motion MTN network na enquire mobile send a message am say network na available at this time. Into a mobile alert. I'm not comparing you guys, but send with so they do that a lot. And they will test you. Say network na good at this time. Who say at this time you can send the money. Then to hold money no abreast can into member back. Na a hard into move to me bibisa I feel say but still I still use TapTap. What do I say? Thank you.
First of all, Sam, thank you so much. Who expressed with each other. I'd like to leave like my sincerest apologies and my condolences to your brother. This is a perfect example of like we dropped the ball here. I mean, I let the show by saying that every single transaction has urgency. Whether it's $2, $200, and $2,000, right? There's nothing I can say except, oh, this is what happened, right? But just to myself, we are clearly at fault. We dropped the ball here. So to say, they have loved ones. So I fully apologize and take responsibility for it. The only thing I can add is that, and it sounds so banal and like redundant to we're actively working on it, but we are because one of the things I can speak for the Ghana Court, the passionate and personally, he said anybody that works with me personally on the team, you could actually attest. Every person on the team genuinely cares. Now, I'm not saying that brings your brother back, Sam, by any measure, right? We dropped the ball here and we take full responsibility for it, right? These are examples of cases. I I said, yeah, some of the policies that you shared, needs to be revisited. We need to look closely to it. For example, you gave a solution, say, yeah, other competitors like Sendwave and Go, they will notify you, say, hey, at the end and say. So if you can find it, an alternative at this kind of require because and yes, you cannot do it. It's like the urgency of the kind of work do something, but just on the budget. So leading with this, no, Sam, first of all, my deepest condolences. My deepest condolences. So that's what I have to say. I don't have an excuse, I don't have a comeback, I don't have this was we dropped the ball here. Horribly so too. And even having the grades are still using us now. I think personally, I'm not going to lie to you. And most of the people on the call, if I had this experience with anybody, I will have some kind of adversity towards the app. So I'm really grateful to even still using us and giving us a chance. So I would like for us to correct that behavior on that journey as we continue to do it. And I'll let by staying said, we haven't done a great job. And I was expressing that to PK. We haven't done a great job in certain components because if I pull a report, then like I said, NEPA 99%. It went throughout 1%, it can't just be data set. Right? You know where I'm coming from, right? We need to do a better job collectively. So again, my deepest apologies and my sincerest condolences. And again, we dropped the ball here and we have to do a better job.
All right, Director, yeah, that's it. Mr. Sam, I think Mr. Ben taking this opportunity, like I said, on behalf of HRTV and TapTap Center, we wish you and your family the best of condolences, and we hope that you guys find some strength in the good Lord. Before we proceed to the next question, which is Obin, I'm not sure it's Obin or Bana Bema, but before we go there, I want to read this comment from Facebook. Ernest Nanaya Anodompre or say, how do you set your daily rate? There's another comment over there too. Now me read it to Nyananki, answer Facebook for the anyway. Yeah, we come back to the Zoom for now. And our second one is from Feel Good Services or say, why do we have a different rate on the emails we receive daily from what is actually on the app?
Let me answer the last one first. I can confidently say that is not the case because I personally send the push notifications out. But can emails out. Okay, push now every day, and I said a physical email about rates. I want to understand the distinction because it will have because when you push and say, and then wait rates. What's the answer? Because I don't pay beyond the patcho on the Facebook.
Feel Good Services. He's actually one of our sponsors on the show.
Feel Good Services. Every single time, I say we share rates before we can send it. Instead, we share rates in 11:04 and 12:01. Patcho number they are sending. Now, it makes me ask some. Time I send the bill on a pan in real time, that's the rate that it was, right? AB and Umreno, sometimes we could drop rates. And let me explain how sometimes the rate changes. And I think that ties into the initial question, right, PK? Pacho, how we make money this year? See, FX currency. So, FX, foreign exchange now there. Into our channel, ABR, the city appreciates against the dollar. Let me see the net because the dollar. Into the boy idea, now told about the dream. Let's look at TapTap as like a marketplace. I hate drum into a bar, a drum like marketplace, right? Into bar beton. Into Pacho, that's why the rates fluctuate. Into there's several economic factors that lead to that. So Yankas apart the basement city reason any side apart. Come 50-1 because beside this can right? It will make sense. But Pacho, how we buy it, and it's in years can Caribbean. That's what we're doing. Sika de could be your revenue, your profit. The revenue is about 1% of the transaction. Into every $100, your revenue is $1. It'd be a quarter or 50% of it, maybe a billion profit. Into that's how we end up getting like rates fluctuating. As if I was trying to say, TapTap film, or trying rate CD to euro, dollar to pound. The base master other so many factors lead to that. And we are the mercy of the market. Into our rates in a question it's not driven by TapTap. It's what we buy in the market in the bottom.
Okay. Director, I say, I'm pretty sure, sir, I will say it's barely ever the same. Director have been checking every day, sir. So I think that he's pretty much talking about. I think it might be timing delayed. Maybe even about maybe 11:15. Then the app updates itself. Call maybe 11:10 and maybe 11:20. So it won't. It's an email in your real time, the app in your real time updates. So email once the email is pushed, and it's a daily rate. They push maybe at $10. It push you then during the day. No. Marco pull some magic. Once you guys pull the magic, guess what? It's 10:50 right now. So then it may not be the same, or maybe it drops to 9:58.
I would love to, but your Feel Good Services, always screenshots. And I mean, PK, the fact that they're partnering the show, I think we'll probably take this off. I would like to see a hard example because this is my first time hearing it.
Okay.
But I personally send the push. And I'm responsible to make sure that I check every day because even Sebija, the URL know how PK when they update, I have to refresh the page. So good, I have to refresh the page, say now buffer. That's how I set the push number. But if you have that particular example about your mom here, maybe you're pushing it, maybe so delayed, it goes over the next year. That's the case, and that's possible. But your hard example, I would like to take this. Now you're in here, and I'd like to see how area will receive it. Frank then tell Pacho, mami 1 second, or being AFS in or being Pacho question in T.
Me I'll say, or being with two boys here, they deep enough into me a bear man. Me I say, I'm a regular user of the app, and I refer a few people to the app. Also TapTap sending almost some of my incentives for my effort. The question, I think it's the first one. What you can understand about being able to receive money in maybe euros or pounds or USD. My next question is I just want to know, is there any plans in the future? Ghanaians, and yet only sending money services in Kwana, people do. There's other things that we know, the Nema Kofi and Nema Bisa. So any plans in the future of adding like different services besides just money transaction? And also for the senior generation, a lot of them are not too good with the technology and that. So any plans on like maybe physical transactions in the future? And I said, I want to know how you came into the generation that are not savvy with technology.
Wow, what a beautiful question, Obin.
Yes, PK said it. Obin, first of all, thanks so much. Let me start with the second question. Pacho, generation actually, let me take it a step back. Pacho, everybody on the call. Remember this time I needed to start at West Union. No call West Union, no more price. Need to now call. Maybe cash, baby. That's how I started, right? And went from that to MoneyGram. That evolved into multiple apps about before you see Boss Revolution. That's how no money. Then we went to, I think the latest is probably around the Sendwave and the TapTap. The way it became like just what debit card out of it. Obeying, and this number is public. Every year, I think about $4.9 billion go into Ghana through remittance. That's across the world. In America, which affects the GDP in so many ways. Do I cash? Now kind of. Do I Mako for sure. Now Mako German because what down who you sika. Now Wako for sure. Now I the cash right? But we would love to get into the cash business. 100, that's where the bread and butter is. But now see a licensing issue. We are still working through what we have now. We would definitely like to play into cash. I say Obi at the Nifika Kano, or Kobe be no showing the idea they'll be able to send cash. But there's so many rules and regulations. I also when you have license, I also do it. So but just ultimately, that's the second. That's one of the questions you asked. Second question is what other services can we give to our user base? That's a great question. Today, as it stands, the only difference between all remittance company is just rates. We're rate here, papa, rate here, papa. I don't think that it's sustainable in the future, because so Obi back now that's okay. We be 14 and mechanical this can work. That's just how it works, right? But Sebi, if you're able to give additional service, say okay. Meaning says you get Ghana, do another to cement. Or be patches automatic. In Tibia, make me I and say, oh, the cement requires Sebi, meaning say, Obi a nipper or papa wolf here. Abi all this guy to Kwame in Sim. What is 10,000 go to in Sim so on to cement for $10,000 no. I've no fraud, no attack to go to say, this kind of crack, sorry, Obinium, Obi say, Obi enough is kind of number 6,000, right? And yes, if you are Kwame in the Babonio, but saying, Sebi, put me, if you can take the cash away from him, no, then give it a Komabi say, cement could be no far. That's something that adds value. But just automatically. Into obeying, I agree with you 100%. To answer your question, no, we're working on this initiative side. We'll be able to add ancillary service to just remittance now. Because remittance, and that's one aspect of it. But as remittance business, that tech component, as it evolves, they'll have to add additional service. For example, me to ask school fees around January, right? Okay, I didn't mean to me scan and call percent straight and sign a come anti maybe I scan and call this out. Until 100% or being something that's in the works. By the moment, our main focus is that we need to correct some of the issues that we have now before we didn't know my account. But just ultimately.
Yeah.
Yeah. But great question, by the way.
Thank you.
That's it. Thank you very much.
By the way, Frank Dente. Yes.
I'm not gonna number best friend or so Zoom Frank. All right, so back to Zoom. Frank, so unmute your mic and ask your question. We have about 7 more minutes that we have to jump back onto the surprise, and we wrap it up. To 7 more minutes. But your former questions now are very good, so please keep them coming. Frank, you're trying. So Frank, you're ready. That's what you're ready. Mr.
Yeah, I think he's talking about he's on mute.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Loud and clear.
Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah. before I ask my question, I'd like to make a little bit of a commentary before I ask my question.
Proceed.
I'm from Ghana, all right, but I'm not that fluent in Twi. So I do understand some of the things that our brother is saying, some too I don't quite understand. But let me just say I'm following the flow anyway. I started using the TapTap, let me say, just about 3 months ago, somewhere around February, when a friend sent it to me. Ever since, I've not used any other app. Okay. What I want to say is that the only challenge I had with the TapTap was it was just like one issue where I sent money, the money did not go through. The reason why the money did not go through, I didn't know. So I received an email. Let me just say I received a message that I should send my ID and all that document. Mm-hmm. So that was on a Sunday. So I did a snapshot and I sent all those things. And on a Monday, the problem was solved. It was quite impressive. So I was like kind of happy about that. I was like, oh, this is kind of like new, and things like proceeded very fast. So I was very happy. Okay. Ever since, I did not have any problem with the app. So I still today, even I'm planning to do some transactions probably in the course of the week. Okay. So what I want to say is kind of like a contribution that might help the company in a way. I am in Pennsylvania, and most of my friends and most of the people that I know who send money to Ghana, they use Wave. Wave is kind of like the dominant force when it comes to sending money to Africa or to Ghana. Mm-hmm. Okay. The contribution that I want to make is that when I received the email the other day that I have to join the Zoom meeting, how we can help to make the TapTap in America prosper, I was kind of like I was happy. I was happy. The contribution I want to make in this regard is if the management, because it's a new market that you want to kind of like conquer or come in, if you can kind of like side by side watch the way Wave does its own rating. For instance, today the rate fluctuated like about 3 or 4 times, if my memory serves me right. Mm-hmm. When I was going to work in the morning, it was 11:45. Before I realized, a few hours time, it was 11:30. Then before I closed from work, it went back to 11:35. It's kind of like fluctuated a lot of times. Okay. What I want to suggest, okay, is it possible if anytime, assuming in a day, today is Monday, and Wave is 11, let's say Wave is 11.45. Is it possible that since you want to conquer the market, is it possible that you can always, all the time, make yours a little bit better than the Wave? That is, if Wave is 11.45, you can make it 11.44. Because when they send for instance, when they send the TapTap to me, I sent it to a couple of friends who are already on Wave. So what they told me is that they will be using the two. And anytime they see it, whenever they want to send money, they'll check. The one that is better, then they use. I'm like, oh, that is cool. But in terms of the growth of a new company in a very wide market,
right?
In America, I would just suggest if oh god, yeah.
No, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
No, we can hear you just fine. Please keep going. I think we lost Frank.
Oh man.
But I would want to address a few things. I know PK has me on a tight at 7:10, so let me address a few touch points.
No, go ahead. I mean, we're here for them. If we have to, push it a little bit, we'll push it a little bit.
Absolutely. So, like a few things I want to touch on what Frank mentioned. The first part was the ID upload. Okay. So the ID upload is not exclusive to TapTap. The ID upload is to protect the sender. I'm going to go deeper. Sometimes, and I'm speaking English because Frank is listening. Frank said, There's too much use. I'm going to speak English since it's Frank's question. I think several things attribute to this, right? Regulatory purposes, we cannot not have IDs for a certain threshold, right? And also, every person that uses the application will have a risk profile, right? Whether it's you or the person sending the money to, you need to have a risk profile. So when we're asking for an ID, it's not to store it, it's not to keep your data or sell your data. It's to confirm, like, this is PK. Even at the end of take a quick selfie. This is PK. This PK's address. This check in a future database. So that way we'll be able to alleviate you for some of the stresses in the future and send money easily. Now I understand sometimes it's not convenient. So what we've actually done is put a very quick video showing people how to go through it. We want to protect you guys as much as possible as far as sending funds back home, because the last thing you want to do is baby and like it gets corrupted. One, it's a horrible experience. Two, it doesn't bring confidence in the application. So we take that very seriously. I think sometimes, we get my bad witness, we take it a bit too seriously. Sometimes we may not even stop some account that they're not supposed to stop. But I think that the motive behind it is to make sure that the average sender, the hard-earned money of the person sending money back home is protected. That's one of the reasons why we asked for the idea. The second part, welcome to the team, Frank. I know you just joined. You say you joined TapTap 3 months ago. Oh, Frank, there he is. Frank, can you hear us? You can hear us? Perfect. So we can't hear you. You're mute if you're talking. Oh, good. I'm going to continue. So you did mention that we should monitor our competitors' rates, right? Obviously, not just Wave, all these other competitors. So every person on my team now knows, and even before I even joined the team, is that it's something that we closely do. I'm not saying yes or no, but imagine a world where we've been competitive, and all of a sudden, somebody's doing the inverse of what's happening. So let's say we start at 11:35, right? And 2 p.m. somebody goes to 11:36. Then we go to 11:36. Then it hits 6 p.m. somebody goes to 11:37, right? Now, to me, I think it's a healthy competition, and the person who benefits the most is the sender, right? But what we do, especially in the American market, is that we do our best to make sure we're competitive. Now, for me to say competitive consistently, I cannot win every battle, right? I cannot win every single day. That means I cannot keep the lights on, right? So there's sometimes that we have to be strategic about. Sometimes we even lose money just to make sure the rate stays a certain rate. So next time, we'll drop the rate. So the priority is to make sure that the American sender or anybody that's sender within TapTap gets the best possible rate, right? Now, if other competitors tend to go higher, that's fine. But we know that this is not the only time we're going to send money home. There'll be tomorrow, there'll be other days, and maybe but competitively, I think most people would attest that we're often win that battle. So yes, as far as your suggestion about monitoring rates, I'm not saying we're not, but I'm saying people keeping a close eye. We both know exactly what the market rate is. But thank you so much for your contribution. And you can tell all your Sendwave friends to come over to the good side, okay? It's a community-based event.
Way to recruit. Well, so I wish I could know the local language that Frank speaks. So that I was trying to have you speaking that language and just respond to his question, but you beat me to it because that was going to be a tough one for you too.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Yeah, absolutely. Whatever the language is, I'm ready. I mean, I'm not saying I'm going to be good at it, but sure.
I think it's the Prosec. All right. So back to the norm. One of the introduction about yourself when you were doing it, you didn't add about you being a proud old student of Prosec. I mean,
that's Malto's 100%
introduction. So you don't want to still stand that.
IP, intro. I think that there'll be legal ramifications if I go there. I went to Prosec, but that's
so that'll be copyrighted, right?
100%.
Okay. All right. Well, good to know that. So fast forward, we're gonna give room for 2 more questions. I think we have too many of the guys asking questions. Can we have some of the females? We need some gender balance here. Can we have some of the females just asking some questions too? Can we have 2 more people asking questions? But if they just want to. Hello?
A question just came on my phone. Do you mind if I read it?
Absolutely.
Yes, go ahead.
So someone just texted me regarding accounts being blocked. So this person's account has been blocked. Mm-hmm. Unbeknownst to him, he has no reason or he has no idea as to why. they called customer service, and customer service was not able to give them any information regarding the account being blocked. According to him, he's made only like 1 or 2 or 3. It was like a new account he just opened up and sent money, and automatically his account has been blocked, and he's very confused. So any response to that and how he should be able to deal with it?
Absolutely. PK, I'll take this one. Thanks so much, Oba. So 2 things. Given that the statement is, I would say, general, because we will not be able to share the person's like information here. There's a difference between account being suspended and account being blocked on our end. But if I'm sending the money, it doesn't go through and blocked, which is a fair assessment. I totally understand that. Now, the reason why our team will not be able to share the information on the back end, that's what happened, is because of privacy issues. There are several factors that lead to certain accounts being sometimes put on hold, asking them to upload an ID, or just totally being blocked. I'll give some of the examples. Now, it's not exclusive to what you're saying. That's what happened here because I don't have the account in front of me, right? I'll give an example. I looked at an account yesterday. The first transaction, I think, went through. The second transaction was blocked. And I was actually on the phone with the person. And from my end, I was like, I don't understand what happened. I reached out to our customer service, talked to the fraud team. I realized that the recipient in Ghana, now again, I want to be very clear. I'm not saying this is what happened. I'm just giving an example of what sometimes happens. The recipient in Ghana had an account that had brought funds from MTN that they had not paid. So they have flagged that account. So in that case, on my end, I cannot tell the person, hey, your cousin didn't pay. Your cousin took a loan for MTN and hasn't paid. That's your cousin's issue, right? Now, 2, sometimes we incorrectly suspend certain accounts, which you have to delve deeper. I wouldn't say incorrectly. We just want to make sure that, hey, upload your ID, right? Because there are times where somebody goes, oh, I'm sending this funds to person X, right? And based on the risk profile, about we might need additional information from the person. I'm in college. I'm 18 years old. I'm sending $2,000 back. What do you do for work? You told me you're a student. Now, I might be wrong because you might be a student that's actually working on the site, right? So when I'm asking for additional information, it's not scrutiny. It's rules that we have to adhere by based on the license that we have. Now, can we fine-tune that experience whereby we keep a healthy balance between security and user experience? Absolutely. It's a project that collectively we're actually working on trying to fine-tune. But as PK said initially, I'd rather find a way to make sure that this is done accurately, people sending funds away, and then go into the wrong hand. But since the person sends you the number, please send me the person information directly. You have my number, and we'll be able to take a look at it directly and tell you more direct feedback as to what happened. That we're allowed to share.
All right, thank you so much. Another question on my phone goes, they have done all necessary actions to match their address to their information. Like, they put the address in, it's still giving them an error that the information that they entered is not correct. The address of the credit card or the address of the debit card that they're using does not match their physical address that they put into the app. However, they have cross-checked, they've called customer service, and up to now, no avail. So how do I respond to this person?
Great. Oba, you don't respond. You take the person's number down and we'll follow up and look to see exactly what's happening, right? Because everything I say now will be generalized. I want to know exactly what's going on that particular account, right? The examples I gave are not exclusive to what the person is paying for. So if you take those 2 numbers and obviously shoot them over to me, I'll circle back with you, which I typically do. So I would like to look deep into what happened. It could be several factors. But to be very clear, due to security purposes, sometimes we will not be able to share the full scope of the issue. And that's not because the customer care does not want to share the information. They cannot share it for legal purposes. But I can look deeper and find a creative way to express where the person sits, and maybe if there's a solution around it, we'll find a way for this to get them back on board. Our goal is to get everybody sent as much as possible. So we're not incentivized to block people. That's what I want to lead with.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you guys very much. We're going to take the last one from Ellen Cranton Pim. Ms. Ellen, can you please unmute yourself and proceed with your question?
Hi, good evening.
Hi.
Quick question. I wanted to ask if it's possible to set up or make it possible to send from Ghana to the US or outside Ghana?
Oh, the two-way street.
Yeah, great question. So if you go on the website, we have a list of all countries that you can send from the West to the African countries, obviously Nigeria being one of them, CIB, Cote d'Ivoire, Senegal. I can list all of them. There's a plethora of countries that we can send to sub-Saharan Africa, and now obviously Asia as well. So we have a list of countries. Now, the second part of your question, can we send funds from Ghana to the US? No, and I'm going to explain why. When you start the business, you look at how the amount of traffic where most remittances are going. There's more remittances going into Ghana than there is coming out of it. Right now, Ellen, there might be some handful of people that may be coming for business. They might need to send funds to their family back here. Our license does not permit that. And also, we don't have enough business case to go, oh, well, in a world where, let's say, and typically those happen in economies that are systematically balanced. I'll give you an example. South Africa is a market where a lot of funds leave South Africa to go to Zimbabwe. A lot of funds leave South Africa to go to Kenya through M-Pesa and a few other remittances, right? And money also comes to South Africa. Those economies are a bit. The South African currency right now is not doing great. I believe it's 1 to 18.5. But there are certain markets that actually do that. They will have more sophisticated railways, but we don't have our license does not permit us to do that. So as of now, we don't send funds. Thank you so much. Somebody posted a list. Thank you so much, A-Class. So we don't send funds from Ghana to the West.
Okay. You know why I'm laughing, right?
Yeah, I know.
All right. So, Ellen, I hope your question has been answered. Let's take Dr. Bacchus. Then after that, we're going to wrap it up and move to the surprise before all the answers get looked. All right. Dr. Bacchus.
Good evening. I think, maybe the recommendation. A few other products are Mr. Grab, maybe. And one thing that the first time I signed up to use TapTap Send, what I noticed was when I'm sending money to somebody, they match the name, being put, with the name that person has registered using Ghana card or then Ghana. If the name doesn't match, it means that will be equal send that on a fraudster. No, or use different name than what you know. You will not be able to send the money. Indeed, that is a plus for you guys, man. Because me used to other services are what they don't provide me with that screen. And as I'm saying, as I'm talking now, Mr. Car pushing me since December. Mr. Car them by. Not because I put in a wrong number, but me did not shell. And it's not just me, another person to have the same experience. What a number now would share the right number. For some reason, whenever you say that, it changes. And it was so horrible, man. Many father here twice, 3 times. First one, maybe I made a mistake. So I'll let that money go. A year due. They said to assign year due. They refunded one. Maybe they did one refunding. Every day stories, but that is a recommendation. And then my problem that I had was I live in Texas and I live in Oregon. So I was not able to register in Texas. I registered using my Oregon address. Everything was set. But when I was making payments, since my card was linked to Texas address, I wasn't able to use it. But I had to open another account in Oregon to be able to use it. But I salute you guys. It's great. Your rates are also up there. So I commend you for that security-wise rate. Charlie, top notch. Thank you. That's all I have.
Thank you.
Uncle Bucky, thank you so much. But Joe, thanks for the compliment. That's great. But Joe, okay, see it, Tap body coach, okay. It's got to go through. I would love to look at your account. Wait, this is how we're able to recruit them. Not a compliment.
No, not you.
No, it was a different vendor, not us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
That's why I'm commending you. So great.
So thank you. This is a good one coming from Dr. Bacchus.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, he's big about security. So for him to say we have one of the best security or the utmost security features that protect TapTap Send and its customers, I think we should just tap ourselves on the shoulder for such a great compliment. Like you said, you got to take the good with the bad, with the ugly too. So these are some of the good things that you all should be proud of yourself. And as we proceed to the next segment, I had a question.
Somebody asked the question, said, why do we not ask ID?
That's what I was about to answer.
Okay, perfect.
Yes. So I got up. I'm a test person too. So basically, it's random. Okay. When I set up my account, I was never asked, but I know people that was setting them up their first time, and they were asked to verify themselves with the ID. So sometimes, again, it goes back to the security measures, and also when the system feels like, you know what, we just have to make sure that, you know, David or Joseph or Benjamin or Esther is highly, verified for us to go. Sometimes it's just, random, just to secure you. It's all about your security. Because think about it, TapTap said, any money sitting in any app, it's your money. So if anything, it's just for your security. Actually, I had somebody that I was trying to set up, right? And the person pretty much shut me down. Was like, I'm not doing it. I'm not putting my ID in there. But guess what? The person went around and came back after losing money somewhere else, end up putting the ID in, and now is a very proud, actually one of the ambassadors of TapTap set. So I think it's like, getting used to Chipotle. If you're not used to Chipotle, you think it's one of the food. But once you start eating Chipotle, you just be like, whoa, let me just swim into it every day. Yeah, I know. Keep making those faces, but Chipotle is one of the best.
No, Chipotle is great.
But yeah, so basically, that's what it is with that one. So director, I was really gonna, cut off the questioning, but because it's a female, and I needed more females to ask those questions, and I would like to give Benedicta the last chance for one of the speakers to ask questions. Then we proceed to the next segment, if I may.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, that was we really like the product. But then, say you can't security as now, I just wanted to know, even though we include our ID, but is there a way I bet me I involve authentication? Because if you are not my register, maybe me information, I shame that me baby and I need be access to my phone. Bet me after they send sika ama obi. But then say authentication, and maybe there will be a form of authentication. I don't know whether single or multi-factor. Yeah, you can just authenticate and sign with me as a music canal.
Yeah.
In the near future.
Benedicta, who used to TapTap, David? Who will be?
Me will be.
Okay. All right. Director, you want to take it, and I say you want me?
I've been on TapTap for about 2 to 3 years.
Good. But password now, what is sending kind of someone quite all right?
But the password not shame that I just send the money in years.
We used to go through the Google way, Okay, Google password.
Login.
Yeah, okay.
Pacho, Benedicta, what phones, what handset do you have? Do you have iOS or Android?
iOS.
Okay. No, I mean, so it's a great observation, right? What's the account security? The account, like the user, right? You want to have a product where it's secure enough where people can still use it. That ain't handle. What's it say? Your aunties, your uncles, your papa, your mom, no use it. They might not privy to that. So imagine the world say they have to send a password every single time. Password you need to be able to. That's one thing. But the second part is that you can send a feature on your phone. Every time you log in, you have to put in a password. But you can set it up. Say, every time you go in iOS, you have to, whether it's a face scan or whether it's you have to manually put your password. From what you're saying,
right. Oh no, I know about that, but then I was just putting it out there in case. Yeah.
No, we can put that feature in there, but I think it affects the user experience, but just automatically. Because the GoForca is still much to retrieve the app. So in this very singular case, you can actually update the settings whereby how you interact with the application.
All right, thank you.
All right. Thank you guys very much for your questions and your comments. Once we're done with this segment, so can we say get segment and I can question that can be to na and or attend to us or
I hope so. Be on here. And now, if anything, I may dream be the one I'm action. I know, sir, with the security, no. I say, what day, if anything, way near the action. Why didn't? But I was thinking, say, one channel, I don't know, wrong and everything. But I won't say, sometimes it's a more building community. People want to move crowd carrying on your mind, one just one person sticker. I feel like say future
I don't know. So bet me creativity only back also bet me. And so I send it to car. I we are. One should think they would be good.
Where do you remember director?
I think this is such a fantastic question. If we're a TapTap community based, young country has said we know beyond or buy no card, and so no beyond no card. You go for the control pass. You go for the card. But say who you card card now go do my card is because it you watching up you could yes. Who else would go for your So that's a great observation. Unfortunately, I learned something last week, sir. I think, and I want to confirm this. I don't know how true it is. I heard it from internal. Said there's a remittance company. I'm not going to mention the name. One of the old ones, where you can show an ID depending on the state. The ID does not have to be a U.S. state ID. You show an ID with your name on it. They will allow you to send cash. Right? I'm still yet to confirm because I have a pause with your team. I don't know how true it is. Now, Joa, look at it this way. It's very difficult possibly getting your license in America. So after you get it, what's even more difficult is how to hold on to it without you being canceled. Right? I know other remittance companies that people they're not even allowed to launch in New York. New York is a hotbed, but they didn't follow certain rules. I didn't know. Sebi, Ghana for your high need. I said, you can say you'll be in the crowd and you want to send money home. As much as kind, you say we're not be able to do it because of our license. Because it affects if you say people can actually send funds for fraudulent activity without ID. So that exposure includes Ghana for your good credit rating and your risk ID for the country is an individual transaction. It's very tricky, which brings back to the point that we can't earlier and say, are we going to go into the cash phase? Your cash phase now. That could be an interesting way to actually look at it. If we can confirm, say, we can use other forms of ID. But just ultimately. Perfect. Thank you so much.
All right.
Say.
I also hear that was a genuine, beautiful question. At this point, Director, we're gonna go into the surprise. Godfrey,
I have a question. Can I ask?
Godfrey, Bishop,
Yeah.
I will let you ask your question real quick. Why? But when we had hang on tight, we'll open up a lot of Q&As, and it was gonna be back to back Q&As. Why, Bishop? Why?
No problem.
That's so we're gonna go straight into this segment. It's gonna be a quick one, probably like 10 minutes, and after that we can go back into the Q&A, because it's taking the fun away. It's taking the fun away. So, Director, we're gonna put some questions out there. So this is how this is gonna go, right, guys? Please, at this point, to the no say, drive, one year you may not be able to benefit because it's gonna come with the quicker fingers, the quick fingers now are going to benefit more. So this is gonna be more like a quiz, and it's about 4 questions, right? So that means we're gonna be having about 4 winners. It could be one winner because that one person can win all. Director, I want to put a caveat. Okay, I want to state a caveat, right? TapTap sent ambassadors allowed.
Of course not. No, not even close.
Not even close. I mean, I just want to stay. I just want to state it because when it's not stated, it's a free game. So I just want to make sure say instead of there's no gray areas, instead of black and white. That way, we'll be able to say, there are 2 of them. So the travel TapTap sent ambassadors on that part to answer this question, and we will verify the winners before they get their rewards. Can you please tell us what their rewards going to be? Ella said it's been in Trinidad. Ella, please, what do you speak? Please tell me. I promise you, I probably know what you speak. What do you speak? You messed up. It's not a joke anymore. It's not a joke anymore.
So, Ella, so I think we have the same, I wouldn't even call it an issue. We have a dilemma, similar dilemma, even the show in London, right? It's a Ghanaian show whereby we need to incorporate English and Tree, right? So there's no winning here. If I speak too much Tree, clearly, we need to find a way. So we try to keep a healthy balance, whereby we speak English in parts of it, but the goal here is to make sure we have your own, right? And because a lot of times you get a context of what we're speaking about, right? So right now we're talking about some of the gaps we have in the application that we need to build. We talk about people's pain points. Speaking Trees. So Ella, please bear with us. We try to keep a healthy balance as we go. And also, maybe this would be a great opportunity to pick up a few tree words along the way.
Facts. And actually, the reason why since we came back, I've not spoken Tree yet because I'm not comfortable speaking English the whole time. So, but because of Ella, I'm just gonna try to meet her halfway. But again, can you please tell us what people will be winning? These 4 winners. What are the some of the prices out there for our winners?
Well, this is real time. So I have since somebody said Ella says you've been with us for a year. So obviously this question is right up your alley. But if you are part of the ambassador team, this is not for you. Because you have all the answers. You've been with us for a long time. But what would they win? The first, so we have about 40 people in here, but maybe I don't know, maybe 15 of them probably being ambassadors. So that does not apply to you.
Not just 40. We got people on Facebook and YouTube as well. So we're gonna keep track of their answers as well.
But BK, there's going to be in a Google form, which I have in the chat.
Oh, okay. So then let me go ahead and state that before somebody come and jump on me right now. Please, if you want to be a part of this raffle or this quiz, you might want to jump on Zoom right now. And I'm going to give everybody 3 minutes to jump on Zoom before we start it because I don't want a situation whereby you lose out on this opportunity. So please, if you're watching us on YouTube, Facebook, please jump on Zoom. You can still have your YouTube and Facebook open and still jump on Zoom to be part of this quiz, and you can go back onto Facebook and YouTube. So whilst we're doing that, Director, is it okay if I go ahead and take Godfrey's question? Whilst we give people 2 minutes to jump on Zoom real quick, then we can go ahead and talk about it.
Yeah. So let me ask you this question. So before we even go into the quiz, given this our first show, right? And Zoom is our first time that we have 40 people, so it was a great turnout. But we need to find a way to, as you said, the people on Facebook and YouTube, and we need to find a way to break them into the fold. Today's is going to be the fold for this. The first 10 winners will get $15 credit to the account. Right?
$15 credit to the account.
Yeah,
so hold on. Take your time for it. When it comes to money, we always have to echo. So when you say it, give me the chance for me to echo it louder. So the first winner is gonna get $15 credit to their TapTap Send app, right? Okay. So,
yes.
Okay. What about the second one?
Oh, so the first? Yes. So that would be the first part, and we have 40 people. So yeah, I also want to lose all the money that we have. We're gonna have a lot of money. So I think maybe we bring all T-shirts. We're going to add an extra 5 people. The next 5 people after the first 10 people will also get T-shirts.
Hold on. So the first 10 people that answers the first question right are going to...
Not the first question. The quiz right. The people get the most quiz right. No, there's 4 questions. So it's going to be whoever gets the most right. We're not giving prices per question.
No. Oh, okay. So that's what I wanted to rectify because I thought we was going to ask one question first. Then we get a winner. Then we go to the second question.
We're thinking that everybody gets a chance to answer the question. This way.
So I was thinking maybe the first 3 people that answers the question gets a prize. Then we go to the second question. Then the first 3 people, unless maybe you just want to go all 4 questions, then whoever get all of them right, the first 10 people, then you just go. I mean, it's up to you.
I think PK is trying. I think so. Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm not here trying to steal your money. It's up to you.
What PK is doing right now is to make sure that PK wants us to lose money. That's why he's doing all these questions. He's pricing the quiz by question, which is great. We'll be able to take a look into it. But if I'm back in about 1 minute in the chat, I'm going to send this a 4 question. Please answer your question. And we'll ask you for your email. And if you win, your account will be credited. $15. The first 10 people that get the most of it right. So I'm about to hit send. Our YouTube and Facebook family, please forgive me. And next time, PK and I will come up with a way to find a way to incorporate it. Whether it's like a first time sender code, we'll find a way to incorporate that on the iPad. How many people do we have on Facebook Live?
So Facebook, we have about 5 right now because it looks like everybody's running from Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I'm going to send the question because these are questions I'll go for. Let me speak to you a bit, Pacho. These are questions that Pacho, if you use TapTap long enough, Pacho, and I'll need a year ago so you understand. So right now, please go into the chat. I'm about to send it now. So you click on the link. There's a Google form. Just go and ask the question. You go in and answer the question. And we have about 5 minutes, so it's going to be 7:44. We're going to stop receiving responses to the question. So, does everybody have access to Google Form? I know some of you guys may not have access to Google Form. If that's the case, I'll start putting the questions.
What music?
Oh no! It's coming in. It's coming in.
No more cassette.
Okay. I wish you could see the form.
I wish I could see it too.
It's moving. Okay.
And when is it over? 7:45?
Sorry? 7:44. So 5 minutes.
Okay. And does it stop automatic? Or you have to?
I'll close the form. Okay.
Well, let me go and put my hands up so that you know I'm not part of it.
Yeah, and I know ambassador response. If you get it too quickly, ambassador, I know it's you.
Well, the thing is, it's gonna go to the app, so it's gonna be easily for them to actually, basically, for you to know, because it's gonna go to the app.
Okay. No. Okay, you leave it alone. Let people figure it out. Stop giving away cheat codes. Wow, I didn't know 5 minutes was this long.
Yeah, 5 minutes is always longer whenever you lagging on the test.
Hey, so I have about 15 responses. If we get to 18, I'll close it because we could only price it depends on who gets it right. So let's just keep going. I have 3 more minutes. Okay, please set a timer. Not a second over.
Huh?
Please set a timer. 3 minutes left. Not a second over.
Okay, hold on. Let me go ahead and do it right now. All right, start watch. For 3 minutes, right?
Yep. Well, 2 minutes now.
Oh, you already got it too. Okay.
Yep. All right, that's great.
Drum roll. Obiniyem. You said we only have 10 winners, right?
Yes. Well, 15. I'm going to do 10 and yet, total 15 winners.
And everybody get $15.
Well, it depends what the answers are. Okay.
Oh, okay.
We have 1 more minute and we're going to close it.
Actually, 45 seconds.
Even better.
40 seconds.
Ooh. Let's see. Oh, it's still going. Wow. What the
30 seconds.
Uh-oh.
And I'm going to do the countdown when it gets to 10. Ladies and gentlemen, 20 seconds left. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let me hurry up and close. Let me close. Close the phone. I'll get real.
What's wrong with my boy?
Okay, real. Yes, I'm going to put my mechanical. Okay, so we have 20 responses. And okay, so let's see.
So while you're checking that, A-Class, because A-Class will be doing the announcement, right? A-Class and
yeah, I think let's take this time to go to a quick commercial break. Ask the team and I go through and get, just go through the people who got it right and who did it. But again, thank everybody for joining. I know it's a Monday evening. You guys, the start of the week. So, PK, please take us to commercial break.
Okay, we will do that pretty soon.
Thank you for that.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we will be jumping on to the commercial break real quick. So,
Christine, we'll answer your question when we come back.
Woman, I see a woman every day in the mirror. I see a woman, and every time I look in my mind, I see that woman, a wonderful woman, and a brilliant woman, mother of nature. Beautiful woman, beautiful woman. Meu pai, vive me pai. Se me gasto encher, beleza. Me was super wap.
Baby Niba. Director, yeah, sometimes moment to know.
Moment to the wall.
Hello everyone. The list of nominees for TapTap Said Ghana Music Awards USA is out. Hello everyone. The list of nominees for TapTap Said Ghana Music Awards USA is out. You can now vote for your favorite artist and nominees. Please vote online via www.gmaus.votinghubgh.com. Or if you live in Ghana, you can vote on any mobile network. Just text *714*66#, then enter their voter ID. Wait and follow the prompt to complete your voting. It's very simple and easy. Now the question is, who will make history at the grand finale? Who wins the ultimate Artist of the Year, both in Ghana and in America? TapTap Said Ghana Music Awards USA 2023. Let the music speak.
All right, it was your your quick commercial break about whilst they're still tallying everything, making sure everything gets put on where it's supposed to be, it's still my honest plea to remind each and everyone that you're still live on HRTV on the show Time with TapTap Said USA Canada. And please invite your friends and family ones just to be part of this beautiful show. This is the maiden show, and I am so glad to have you guys to be a part of it. And you should also part your chest to be a part of the maiden show Time with TapTap Said USA Canada. It's a beautiful one, and we just kicked it off with a beautiful raffle and Q&A, and I can't wait to see who these winners are. Also, one thing I want to just remind everybody that next week we're going to be having some great topics come our way with the resource personnel to educate us on some great stuff. Some of the topics that you also would like to see, please send them to our inbox. That way, DM me. That way we can go ahead and just let you guys set them up for you guys to deal with it as well. So please, whatever you need, whatever topics, may it be immigration, land litigation processes, like anything, everything that we can talk about. Now the key word is that we can talk about. So not just in anything, but anything, everything that we can talk about. Please send it our way, and we can always, incorporate that into our topics so that we can all discuss that as well. And also, we also have the numerous of topics that we've, put in place just to make sure that you guys have the best of quality of services come your way. Again, it's going to be right here on HRTV on the show Time with TapTap Sen, USA, Canada. So please get your friends and families involved so that we can all benefit from these great values. And you may never know when there are going to be surprises on the show. This is going to be running every Monday at 6 o'clock Eastern Time. So you may never know when there's going to be surprises on the show. So please and please and please do not miss it. Do not miss it, because if you do, you're going to hear about the good news. It's going to be right on your live feed. So please, again, we're waiting on Director David to come with the results so that we can go ahead and project it to the world and let you guys know what you are. Director, I see you smiling. Did you lose money, or you still?
No, actually, no. I didn't lose. And I think I'm beginning to think the quiz was a bit too hard. It was a bit too hard. I think so far, when I checked, I think maybe, it's. I would say less than 3 people got everything right. Got more than 50%. So that's on us. That means the test was too hard. We should do a better job on it. So what we're going to do now to even more even, right? If you took the test, I'll just put your name in the chat right now. And I think 20 people took the test. You put your name in the chat right now, and as a token of appreciation for you coming to join us, the people who took the test, put your name in the chat. I'm going to put your name directly towards me, and we'll credit your account. The 20 people that took the test, we'll just credit your account, because I think next time we need to get the test a bit deeper. I was asking questions like, what state is yet to be launched, and I didn't have to put that over in there. That's my fault. I think for Girlfriend and name, thank you so much. Companyante, thank you so much. So I'm going to please add your name and state, so this will be able to go to your account. So I could have added that. And all these lovely people who credit $15.
What did you say about Delaware?
No, so I asked the question. What is the first? What the state, the latest state to be launched?
Yeah. So director, I think that you have to go through the questions and the answers so the people get it clear.
Yeah. So
a lot of them got it wrong. So just teach them how to answer.
Absolutely.
With a free bonanza for US.
Perfect. Yeah. In the meantime, Dawn, if you can collect the names in the chat for me as I go through the questions, that would be good.
Okay, so
So while Daniel is writing the names of the
I think I'll prefer if they write their email. That will make it easier.
Even better.
Registered email. Registered email for TapTap.
So Daniel, let me project what you just said right now. So please, if you did partake in the quiz and you have the TapTap app, the email that you use to register the app, because most of us have multiple emails, right? I have a company email, personal email, work email. So the email that you use to register the app, please send that email address to Director David. Yeah, just put it in the group chat. That way, he can go ahead and credit your account for that. Do I also get my account credit for just echoing that? He said absolutely not. All right, so please, what were the questions? So question one, what was question one?
So question one was, let me close this out. So question one was, when was TapTap launched in the U.S.? And options were 2020, 2019, 2021, and 2022.
Okay.
And the right answer is 2021.
2021.
Yes.
Good job.
That's when we launched in the U.S. So the second question was, which of these states is TapTap Send yet to launch? So I said the options were Ohio, West Virginia, Arizona, and Texas. And the correct answer is Texas. Texas is one of the states that we're aggressively looking to launch, given the size of the Ghanaian demographic and also the Nigerian demographic. So the right answer is Texas in the state. And the last one is a freebie. No, actually, no. So the last one's a freebie. What separates TapTap Send from its competitors? And the answers were all right. So the first one was obviously rate. So the first answer was speed, which was correct. Rate, correct. Community centricity and user friendly. So you couldn't get the fourth one wrong. It's like sort of writing your name on the SAT. So the first 20 people that answered that has now been collected, those accounts will be credited $15. And again, thank you so much for coming. I know it's a Monday, so long, the week is just starting. So I think we're just going to grow from here onwards. So
all right.
Yes. So those are the questions. And next time I'm going to do a better job making sure it's easier.
Thank you. Well, once again, I'll say we give it up to you and your team for putting this together.
PK, can I just chip in something?
Go ahead, sir.
After receiving your credits, next week you come along with somebody to just witness what you got. So yeah, we start expecting stuff from here. So when you get your credit, you just confirm it next week. So people will get to know that we are honest, we are direct.
No,
even to add to what Daniel said, we're growing. I mean, first day turnout is 40 is great. I don't think PK and I anticipated that. Maybe he did, I didn't, because we're just starting out trying to understand the demographic. But I expect us to grow. And as Daniel eloquently put it, please let's make sure we bring new people on board. Where's the gentleman? Is it Frank? Frank with the Sendwave community. I need you to bring all your Sendwave community people on board, and let's find a way to bring them to the TapTap family.
All right.
Somebody said part of the 3%.
Can I ask you a question real quick?
Yes, please.
I'm sorry. If you're here, I just joined because it totally slipped my mind. So I know I probably missed like half of the introduction or whatnot. So is there any way I could get like a recap or?
Absolutely. PK, do you want to take this, or I'll be more than happy to take it?
Well, go ahead.
All right. So I'm sorry, I didn't get the name again. So what's your name?
Priscilla,
thanks so much for joining. So, please, this is like high level. So, Time with TapTap Send is an event for the Ghanaian community that use TapTap to come ask questions, give contributions, and it's sort of an environment for us to help grow the solution, which is TapTap Send. It started in the UK, where we had a very strong and dense community, and as the American market continues to grow, we brought it here. And PK was kind enough to lead this charge. So today is day one. Right. So today we're trying to understand what the people need, what conversational pieces we should focus on. So one of the things we did was we had a very open and intimate conversation as to what sucks about a product and not what's great about it, because that's the only way we could improve. So we talked about the pain points. People were very honest, which is really helpful. That's one thing that we did. The second thing is BK asked questions more geared towards what our market differentiation is. There are a lot of options in the market. What makes it different? Why is TapTap more community centric? So we touched on that. And I think the third block of it was we did a quiz, which we finished. Unfortunately, the test was a bit too difficult, so we found a way to give everybody got a good grade today. First 20 people got a good grade today. So, and in summary, we'd like for people like you, Priscilla, when you come on the show, bring other people on the show, and we'd like to pick on topics that affect the diaspora, the Ghanaian diaspora, not just remittance, but things that people go through. So PK gave an example of immigration lawyers. We all know we all have family members that we can help and address, and other issues as time goes on. So I don't know if I summarized it enough for you, Priscilla, but that's essentially the breadth of what we talked about today.
No, I got it. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you for coming too.
Can I say something?
Yes, Frank. I was looking for you.
Yeah. Okay. Since you said this is just the first time,
yes.
I have a question. Yes, I have a question that I think I'll reserve the question for the next Zoom meeting. That question has to do with the Francophone diaspora in America.
Yes.
Francophone diaspora in America, because some of us we speak a little bit of French. I speak French. And I have quite a number of people that speak French that are from like Cote d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast, Senegal, Mali. So kind of like the next Zoom meeting, we will talk about it. Yeah.
Absolutely. But one thing I want to touch on before you go, I'm so happy you mentioned that TapTap is focusing on obviously sub-Saharan, just Africa as a whole and Asia, right? Okay. So, but I wouldn't say unfortunately. So how the company structure works is,
okay.
And the Ghanaian team has growth strategies that we apply with, right? So you can bring a Francophone person on board, and if they don't speak English, so given that my French is not the best, I don't know if PK is very fluent in French. It will be more English focused.
You can miss me with that,
right? It might be very more local dialect, but we would love to have a show and we could discuss, because if you live in America and you're Francophone, I'm guessing you speak English.
Yeah, I speak English. I'm from Ghana. I speak English, and I
Oh
also
no,
speak French.
I'm talking about your French mates, your friends that are francophone.
Yeah, some of them. Yeah, they don't speak English. Not very fluent, but they, at least they can communicate.
We would love to have them on board. The community is better, but we also have a team that also services the francophone network. So we have people that have lead efforts to Senegal, Cote d'Ivoire, and all these other countries. But yes, we it's something to consider. But bring them on the show. We're trying to get our numbers up.
Oh, so Frank, before you leave, let me ask a question real quick. What is the local language that you speak in Ghana?
Oh, I speak every fluently.
Huh?
I speak every. I'm from who I speak every.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
I knew I could speak something that you speak. All right. Thank you very much, my brother.
All right, thank you. And PK, it looks like we're right on time. We're good on time.
Yes.
Yes.
So a little Bushafort, thank you guys for coming.
Can I ask my question now?
Oh yes, Godfred.
Yeah,
Godfred, your question. And also,
Yeah, I mean-
Godfred, not just you alone. There was a lady that wanted to also speak. My producer gave me a hand up, a lady that wanted to speak. Okay,
what was her name? If I see the name, I remember.
Yeah, producer is getting me the name real quick. But yes, Godfred, speak whilst we get it that lady too.
I think most of the questions have been answered. That is very good. I just want to touch on the rates. You know, I'm a Ghanaian, and to send money home, I try and look at the rates. Okay.
You do?
So how competitive the rates are? Yeah, sometimes it fluctuates a lot. Within a day, I can get 11.34, 11.15, 11.54, and it just goes up and down. So I want to know, why is it so? Why is the rate always fluctuating? Why don't we have a steady rate? I don't know the mechanism or the strategies that you guys are using. Actually, I'm not in the market that much. But, yes, we do a lot of comparison first. Those some platforms or some apps are very worrisome, to send money home. It's very frustrating sometimes. You send it in like 2 days. So scanning go through it. But all the same, the reason why I love TapTap Send is the speed. Me also Nana Misaka. I always smile whenever I send money through TapTap Send. And also I like the way you have been saying mutual special. Charlie Sunday, Ubona, Ababohonmo. Charlie rates now you find when mutual special and just a month for any. Then like that's funny. Let me see. Centuries or whatever that you have been coining. It's very, very nice. It's very good. You are talking to a community, so you have to be one with them, and that is very good. I give you kudos on that one. But can you explain to me why the rates keep on fluctuating? It's not like maybe a week or maybe a day or 2 days. But that's why now, Girlfriend, before the writer will answer you, I want to say something.
Okay.
The one was said, stop pushing a union. You want to treat crown a true. On teach crowd.
Especially no. Sunday
Oh God.
On teach you. Missing Mutu pro video.
Oh God.
Full pro video. Google search no there.
I cannot confirm nor deny. Okay. Godfrey. First of all, thank you so much. But let me touch on the rate issue, right? So we have to check the rates daily, right? Because answer your question, why is the rate not stable? The rate is not stable because the invisible hands of like the economy on FX is not stable either. And I'm going to give an example, and I want to be very measured when I say this. Sometime late last year, there was something that happened with Ghana's economy where I think we had a relationship with IMF, and I think it was a loan, right? During that time, there was an appreciation of the city, right? Actually, it was a pretty aggressive appreciation. Again, this is not a political show by any measure, and I want to be very careful when I'm saying this. In Tebu it could be several factors in the market, right, that would drive that. If you go from when I go to go buy the rates. Okay, producer. When I go to go buy the rate is what I bring back. Go over every day we get the rates that where the market closes. So if the market closes, say, 1 is to 11.45 now. Okoda, Miss Koda, Miss Soya rates are different. What's the answer? So if we not if we could control the rates, trust me, we'll give you the best rate so you can send all the funds. But we also need to stay, I don't know when you joined the call, but I said this before. Every transaction now, our revenue is probably 1%. And we did 1%, we get a quarter of that. Until $100 be outstanding, maybe it's like $1 will start as revenue. So our margins are very thin, and we don't make profit. To say we don't charge money. We make our profit based on the FX or credit. Trust me, Pacho, we're not by any means said we are playing with the rates. It's just what we get there, better. The second part is that I want to add to what Daniel was trying to say, or what he implied by the record Sunday at the end of the point is the country. And Yampa, but you go from the country, come on. There's no Google search. Not all the time, but sometimes there's a Google search about the Yawa done Thursday. You want to get it right, near the bro, So again, we're happy that you enjoy it, but we're looking forward to growing with you guys. Go for it. Thank you so much.
All right. Yep. Director, that's it. TapTap saying, I'm saying any of them will be see. Thank you guys for coming. Is there any final words that you have for us? And I say, yeah, any of your staff, final words so that you best reach media.
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, there's one thing. I think the emails, it should have been 20 people, except of course people like.
Maybe hold on, anyway, yeah.
So I had only 10.
Oh, okay. Maybe they a donation. But again, before the director, I want to remind everybody that please, this is live on Facebook and YouTube, HRTV, as well as TapTap in Ghana. Please, there's a reason why we do this live, so that we can always go back and play it whenever you have any question. Question answer go back and replay it and just listen over and over and over. If somebody asks you a question somewhere down the line and maybe you have some time, go back and replay it. And the video is there for references. We can always cite the video at any given time. So it's a tool that we can keep it two sets. So please, let's just go ahead and make sure that we take advantage of that too as well. Director, please, final words as well as with staff, then we can move on.
Absolutely. First of all, I'd like to thank everybody that joined. Thank you so much for a beautiful turnout, coming and creating an environment for us to chat. So first of all, thank you. Thank you so much for expressing some of the pain points that you expressed with us. That help us build a better product. And more importantly, I'd like to thank my entire team. Mostly everybody's in Europe. Everybody that's in Europe right now, I know it's like with some of the folks almost midnight, some of them past midnight. So the likes of obviously Daniel, A-Class, Prince, Kofi, every single person that joined from Europe. Again, thank you so much for helping us launch in the US. So again, thank you. You didn't have to be so super grateful. And at this point, I'll use that as a segue into introducing everybody that's on my team that I'm going to go to the ambassadors. So Don, Daniel, why don't you take us away?
Yeah, I think it's been a great day today, and it was so much interactive. I didn't even expect it. So what I would urge you guys is bring people on board. This is just a community base. We're just developing. We are just building a family, right? So you feel more comfortable to work with us. Any issue we can discuss here. We're trying to cut the bridge between us. So we all just move together. If you have an issue, you just bring it on board. If you get a new customer, you just bring him on board, and then we move on. It should be a big family where we solve our own issues, our own problems. And I think so moving on, we are going to educate the people. You are also going to educate us, and then the communication will be tight. In for kudos, I'm very happy to be with you guys.
Daniel, thank you so much. Thank you so much. At this point, A-Class, please, if you can bring us home. Okay, A-Class, if you're talking, if you're on mute, if you're talking. If not, Nana Kwame is on, please, if you can, if you can bring us home. It looks like some of our people dropped off, given the time. That's understandable. I'm trying to see if anybody else that's on the team that
is Kofi on right now.
Yes, if Kofi's on, he can speak. I
think he's having some difficulties. So yeah, maybe next time he will.
Absolutely. So yeah, from my team, again, thank you so much. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank PK. PK and I have been going back and forth to launch this, but I think the reason why we took time to launch is because we want to get it done right. And I think him and I have been talking since Friday to make sure we gave you guys a solid show. I think the turnout's even bigger than we thought. So we have a lot of learnings. So PK, again, thank you so much. I know you have a lot going on, but you spared us your Monday, going well into 8 o'clock. So again, thank you so much. For putting this together. Oba, thank you so much for joining. Lady Smart, Uncle Jimmy, thank you guys so much for joining because it's Monday. I mean, Monday is that's when we kicks off. So we really appreciate every single one of them for joining. Thanks so much. So Oba and PK, Uncle Jimmy, but if you have any last words to say, please let us know. Feel free to speak to PK. Please take it away.
All right. So thank you very much, Director, for really, making this happen. I still want to. I can't stop thanking the 4 pillars, man. The 4 pillars, Uncle Jimmy, Lady Smart, Oba. And when I see the 4 pillars, I always add myself to it. And myself too. I want to thank us for really standing forth and fighting to make this happen. And also want to thank you guys, A-Class, Dan, yourself, Nelson, even though he's not here anymore, for accepting this and making this happen, because this has been a big, long fight. And this was the voice of the people, and the voice of the people has been heard. And we really want to, say a big thank you to you guys for making this happen. With that being said, this is not only, is it a great show today, it's a great early birthday gift for me as well. So tomorrow is my day. And I'm glad that this ushered me into a beautiful day tomorrow, actually in the next 4 hours. So I want to say a big thank you to TapTap Sen, and a big thank you to the staff, and most importantly, the customers. So please bear with me. On Mondays, when I do my shows on Mondays, especially on Time with TapTap Sen, I'm not going to use the word viewers anymore. I'm not going to use the words listeners. It's going to be customers. So if you're watching, you're listening, you're right here with us on Zoom, Facebook, YouTube, wherever you are, please, you're a customer today. And let's keep pushing. Let's keep, painting the world, the red, white, green, and the bird. That is the flag of TapTap Sen. And HRTV want to say a big thank you. A big thank you, a big shout out to my producer, director, Dana Lord, for making this happen and also pushing the buttons behind, as well as all the editors and producers at large. Thank you guys for coming. Better must say. The making you understand Yankupon, trade ample, total boost Yankupon so boss Rene Assas, body no. Not dom, linen strap back as said and Katabunam. Not that said, you say she be ma, while you so quiet tabasso. Near us about the trust with the case say, but soon for HRFPK. Had them say, na be the Mubesi. I said, and you know, borders a month here, you ma, near the Jubilee baby. Yamema departure. Bye bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys.
Hello everyone, the list of nominees for TapTap Sen Ghana Music Awards USA is out. You can now vote for your favorite artist and nominees. Please vote online via www.gmaus.votinghubgh.com, or if you live in Ghana, you can vote on any mobile network. Just text *714*66#, then enter their voter ID. Wait and follow the prompt to complete your voting.